What we did yesterday. So the first thing we did was we used the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side length to the nearest tenth. And that's where we used our calculator, right? And we took the square root. The second thing we did was what? Did we just do simplest radical form, or did we find the missing side length and put it in simplest radical form?
Yep.
We found the missing side length. And with a right triangle, what do we use to find a missing side length? Pythagorean theorem. Take a point, Drake. What is the Pythagorean theorem? Good, thank you, Colt. What does A represent? Good, take a point. What does B represent? Good, take a point. What does C represent? Hypotenuse. And what is the hypotenuse? Take a point. And it's across from the right angle. Take a point. Then we talked about the magic, which 7th period was not as excited about this as y'all were, and it made me sad.
Don't do it.
True statement.
Oh, she in such? Oh, yeah.
They were not as excited about this, and it took a hot minute to get it, but that's okay, because it took some of us in here a hot minute to get it, because we're trying to kill me. Christian, no judgment, all God's children. But our triples are 3 sides that make up a right triangle, and we didn't have to use any of our formulas, right? Hey.
Coach Hallmark wanted me to check with you and see if you need any help.
I think we might be okay.
He's not going to be in here.
Okay. I think we might be okay.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Thank you. I hope we're okay. If not, I've signed my death warrant, so there we go.
Do I need to?
No, we're fine. Yeah. Alright, so I gave you 12 and 13, and we needed to find x. And 13 was across from this side, so we knew it was our biggest side length, which means we use this as our triple. Anybody have any questions on triples? What do we use when it's not a triple? Like problem C. The Pythagorean theorem. Good. Alright, and then we talked about the converse. That was the last thing we talked about at the very end. I don't know what's happening up here, so I'm going to shut the door. What is happening?
It's the other classes.
I guess it just echoes. Okay, so the converse said that if a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then it is a right triangle. So for our first one, we got yes. Who worked out the second one that you were supposed to? And what did you get, Aaron? No. Good job. Take a point. And Aaron, can you tell me how you set it up?
A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Awesome.
6 squared is 36, plus a squared is 84, 11 squared is 121. And when you add them up, it's 120 is equal to 121.
And is that a true statement?
No.
Fantastic.
The same thing.
Look at you go. Take another point, Aaron.
What do you call square root 1?
Simplest radical form.
When it says find the missing side and leave it in simplest radical form. So this was trying to figure out, is it a right triangle? So that's why right here it says, is it a right triangle? That's what it was for that one, which is the sideways. I can see how it would be easy to miss that direction. And then right here it said determine the missing side and leave it in simplest radical form. That's the directions that it'll tell you when you're supposed to leave it like this. Yes.
Yeah, it's 100.
Oh.
I think it'd be like.
What did I write? Oh, thank you. I got excited.
Yeah, 16.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got very good.
I got the 121. Okay, thank you. Also, take a point. Okay, now on these, it said, tell if the triangle is acute, obtuse, or right. So how many of us actually did that?
I did.
Look at us go. Now, if a squared plus b squared is less than c squared, it's an obtuse triangle. If it's greater than, it's acute. So Ainsley, since you were just very vocal today, can you tell me how you set up this first one?
I added them together
Tell me what you wrote on your paper.
I just put 169 is greater
Okay, so we did 5 squared plus 12 squared, and we need to see what it is with 15 squared, correct?
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave that blank because we don't know if it's equal to. What's 5 squared?
It's
What's 12 squared?
144.
What's 15 squared?
225.
All right, and what's 25 plus 144? All right, is 169 greater than or less than 225? All right, is it acute, obtuse, or right? Obtuse. Because it says it's less than. All right, and then for the second one, you did 10 squared plus 12 squared. We don't know what it is with 15 squared. So that's 100 plus 144, and that's what, 225? All right, and that gives you 244 is greater than 225. So what kind of triangle does that make it? Acute. Hot. Okay, Blair. Pretend like you can spell.
Make it 2, make it.
Okay, I have a question. It's
Yes.
not really math related, it's about business. Is he both of their dad?
What?
The Darth Vader thing?
Yeah, I think they're brother and sister, and they end up kissing each other.
This morning, I was like, Kinsey,
Roll Tide.
At least it's not like Game of... Well, stop, Blair. Stop, Blair.
You're not
Stop,
good,
Blair.
please.
All right, here we go. Let's look at Darth Vader, that is their father. I actually don't know. I've only watched like 30 minutes of one of them, and I just can't.
Yeah, I've never watched that. I mean, I knew he was going to be in
Luke
Luke's
and Leia
father.
are-
Skywalker and Princess Leia are
Brother and sister.
and they did kiss in like the prequel.
And it was very interesting.
It's,
And when they
no,
found
the
out they
question
were
was, is Darth Vader her dad?
Yes.
He's both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but just because they're brother and sister doesn't mean they can have the same dad.
Yes,
They can
he
have the
is.
same mom. That's what our question is.
In the third one, they showed that he and
Yeah,
whatever
It was Padme.
gave birth to both of them. So yes, he's a father
And
of
then they
both.
separated them at birth because they didn't want them to know that they were
Yeah.
brother and sister.
They were trying to hide them from Darth Vader. Then Darth Vader was like, "I'm your father."
Okay, good nerd out. Let's do
They
this.
popped his helmet off and blew himself, and
Nerds.
that's how he died.
Wow.
Wait, he died because of his helmet? It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
lava.
Yeah, it's like a planet. It's like made out of lava.
I hate that I know.
Okay, all right, we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
I hate
And
that
then
I know
like pops
this.
it off.
Okay. Luke is 125 feet away from Leia, so let's draw a line. I extended that so it didn't intersect at a weird point.
Oh, the people were in the shape that it
I didn't even think about it like that, too.
I did. That's why I started
Sorry,
giggling.
children. All right, and then 500 feet directly to his left stands Darth Vader. Okay, now this creates what kind of triangle?
Right.
All right, triangle. Please stop. Now, we need to figure out who is closer to their father. How would we figure that out? How do we figure out how far away Leia is? Pythagorean theorem. Take a point, which is 125 squared plus 500 squared. And we're going to call this x equals x. Solve that without me.
At what point is it okay to just use common sense on these kind of problems? Yeah.
That's a great question.
At what point is it okay for y'all to use common sense in general? Because you don't.
Yeah, but I
So
can do
let's
it
not
now.
question my math and do the Pythagorean theorem when y'all don't use common sense on a daily basis.
That's a really big number, and I'm freaked out now.
I'm not going to.
Let's be Elsa. Let's go, let's go. I want to do our activity. All right, what's 125 squared? That?
Yes.
Okay, what's 500 squared? And then take the square root of that. 515 feet? .4. All right, 515.4 feet. Take a point, Blake. 515.4. Now, who is closer? How much closer? How did you get 15.4 feet? Take another point. Great job.
You only got like a walk. 10 steps is pretty good.
What's wrong with Luke's eyes?
Yeah.
He kissed his sister. Alright, so now what we're going to do today, in the top drawer of your tower, there are 2 assignments. The first assignment we're going to do in class right now. And it looks like these. So get these. Everybody needs 2 pages. Get it.
Oh, this
It
looks.
looks like one of those-
Raven, can you please go down? Raven, can you go down to Miss Compton's room and ask for her scissors? She is right down here on the right.
I know where she is.
She's like before you get to the intersection on the right.
Okay.
Alright, so get these out. Everybody gets 2. Everybody gets 2. They're 2 different pages, so we get 2. One says 17.7 at the top. One says 32.8 at the top.
You know how awkward that was to figure out that that's actually your sister?
No, because I...
But like,
Please, math.
And then they find out who their dad is and takes them home and all dies. Like, that's crazy.
Imagine being your dad for the
Oh, and
I
his
didn't
dad,
really need to see
his
his face,
dad
I'm
takes
just
off
saying.
his hand too.
Okay.
His hand. He's like, nope.
Okay. Now, once you're done passing out the worksheets for today, binder clip it back together, put it back in the tray. We'll worry about the second assignment in a minute.
Okay.
Binder clip it back together, put it back in the tray. All of it.
Which one were you doing?
We're doing both of them.
do we have our
That one.
next sheet?
I'm drunk with that.
Okay, you're doing this one right now. Both of these. They go together. Okay.
It's the same assignment.
Thank you. Because I don't know how else to say it. I don't know. Alright, so what we're going to do, this is called a I can't say it. It's a puzzle. Okay? It's a puzzle. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut out our pieces, okay? And it's going to make a triangle at the end. These are 2 side lengths, and you're trying to find the hypotenuse. Now, they're all right triangles, so what are we going to use to find our hypotenuse? Pythagorean theorem. So let's do this first one together. Alright, we have 20, and you can work this out on a separate piece of paper or on here. 20.3 squared plus 32 squared equals c squared. It's 32.8. Look for 32.8. If I have to answer that one more time when we're going over it, I'm just going to go and give you a 0 for today. Alright, what is 20.3 squared?
412.09.
Thank you. What's 32 squared?
That's 124.
Alright, what are we going to do with those 2 numbers? Add them, and then add and take the square root. So do that. Tell me what C is. Nobody yell it out. Give everybody a minute. What do we get for C? What?
37.9.
Okay, we said the 37 and then we So you're going to cut these out and you're going to match this 37.9 up with this side. Yeah, and then it's going to make a triangle at the end. It's going to be awesome. Alright, ready, set, go.
But we cut these out, right?
You do. Cut them all out. That way you can work them one at a time.